Hello friends, today in this tutorial I'll be showing you that how to attach the on-click event listener on buttons in JavaScript. So as you know that on-click is a very famous event listener in JavaScript in HTML. So I will be showing you a brief example of this, how to attach on-click in different kind of ways by using attributes and also by using methods as well. So let me just change the title, on-click event handling or buttons in HTML and JavaScript. So this will be a beginner level tutorial. So if you don't have any sort of knowledge about JavaScript and HTML, this will be a starting point. So we will be giving a heading of JavaScript on-click event handling. So after that, guys, first of all, I will be showing you the first approach by which you can attach on-click event handler by using attributes. So first of all, we will have a simple form here. And inside this form, we will have two input fields, input type text, and we will attach a ID of username here. And placeholder, we will say enter your username. So here the user can enter their username. So it should be required. And then we will have the second field for the password. So here we will be giving a ID of password. And if you want all the source code that I am showing you guys, you can go to the video description link. I have given the full link of my blog post where you can find all the source code. So here enter your password and it should also be required. And then guys, we will have a simple button to submit the form and we will attach here. I will now show you the first approach of attaching the on click. So whenever we click this button, what should happen? So basically if I open this in live server, you will see there will be two input fields here, which is username and password, and there is a simple submit button. So if I click this button, nothing will happen because we haven't attached. You can see please fill out this field. So this is all coming through this validation here. So we need to attach something here, which is on click. Let's suppose on click. So when we click on this button, so this is the first way by which you can attach this on click event handler. So here we need to provide which function we need to execute. So we will check fields. So we will uh, execute this custom function that we have declared here right here inside this attribute. So now we will make our custom JavaScript here and we will write this function, which is a function check fields, and right here you can see you can also pass here event here also, guys. Just pass event here and you can catch this event object like this, like E here. That's it. And now you can prevent the auto submission of the form here, auto submission of the form. So basically if you don't attach this required here, I will show you how to do custom validation as well by using on click. So now what it will be doing here, if I once again refresh it, and if I don't enter any sort of field here, click on the submit button, you will see this question mark will come here after the URL. So this simply means that the form has already been submitted without having validating the data. So this we need to prevent it. We can prevent it by this e variable here. This contains a method which is e dot prevent default. So this will prevent the auto submission of the form. So now what will happen is that if I once again click the submit button, so you will see no longer this question mark will not appear because the form is prevented from auto submitting. So we are applying our custom validation, and I can also cross check this function is called here. So you can see validating data. So now if I open the console menu here, if I right click inspect element, go to console. Now if I click submit here, you will see now it is console logging this validating data. So then this is a proof that we have attached this on click event handler and it is constantly calling this function which is check fields and it is validating the data. So it is auto submitting, it is just preventing the auto submission of the form and then it's calling this custom function. So now inside this, what we can do is we can validate our data as well inside this. So what we can do is that we can check inside the if condition, and this is very much easy. So we can get document dot get element by ID. We can attach the ID, we have given username ID here, and we can get the value by dot value. So after getting this value, we can compare it. If it is equal to triple equal to null, in either of the cases, if the password is also null here, so document dot get element by ID password, and its value is also null. So in this case, in either of these cases, we will alert the user that please enter all the fields. So now what will happen is, guys, now if I try to submit the form without having to enter this username password, I will get this alert message, please enter all the fields. So this is an advantage of using this on-click event handling. So the first way is that you attach the attribute inside the button itself, that we have done this first approach. So we have used this on click attribute, and we have attached this function, custom function, which is check fields. So we are constantly checking for the checking of the click of the button. So whenever the user clicks the button, this function will automatically trigger, and we are passing the event object here, and then we are checking if the fields are empty. So then we are alerting the user. So in the else scenario, we can also write the else here. So if the fields are not empty, if both the fields are present, then we can just show the message to the user. So here after the form, we can have a div holding the result. So here what we can do, we can document.get element by ID. We can take the reference of the result here. So then we can say result dot inner HTML. So you have entered the username. Then we can attach the username, which is document dot username dot value, and password is, we can go to the next line, document dot. So in this way, you can print out the details as well, which the user has submitted. So basically, if I enter the username and password, click on submit, you will see you have entered the username this and password is this. So this is the first way by which you can attach the on-click event handler by using their attribute. The next method I will show you is the method by which you can do it inside JavaScript, not using through attribute. So this is the first way. So I will just make a new file for this. So in the same directory, I will just say index2.html. So for all the source code, I will be giving both files in the video description on my blog post link. So go to the video description link and you will find all the source code. So this is the second way. On click validation. So here guys, what we'll be doing is that we will again have the same input field. So I can just copy paste this code here. Simply I will have copied it, paste it here just to save time, format the document. So now instead of this, we don't be attaching this here. So this will be the button here, that's it. And the submit will be that. And we will attach a ID to the form element. So no form, I will not attach ID. So simply I will be closing the body here. So we need to write custom JavaScript here. So we can just say, we can get the reference of the button. So document dot get element by ID button. So basically we need to attach a ID to the button so that we can catch it in the JavaScript. So this is the second way. So there is a method out there in JavaScript to attach any sort of event listener to the any DOM element. So this is as you will know that if you have a JavaScript developer, button dot add event listener. So basically you can also dynamically add event listeners in JavaScript also dynamically. So here you can provide any listener on click, on submit, all that stuff. So we will attach on click. Sorry, this will be click. So when we click the button, this function automatically triggers and it will have the event object again. We can call event prevent default once again. So basically if I run this function, so you will see submit. So the form will not submit and this function will execute automatically. We can also alert the user. Hello. So basically what will happen, hello is will be called here. So this is the second way. And the same things you can do it once again. You can copy paste it, the logic that we have declared here. So you can check validating the form also. This is, we will copy it. So paste it here also. So this will do the same thing for V also. This is the second way. Please enter all the fields. So if I enter the fields here, you will see it will show the result. You have entered the username this and password is this. So this is the second way, button dot add event listener, and we are attaching the click event listener here as this. So these are the two ways by which you can attach on click event listener to the buttons to handle whenever we click the button what will happen. First, by which you can pass it as a attribute of on click, or you can attach it using document.add event listener method. So thanks very much guys for watching this video. If you want to get all the source code, go to the video description link. I have given all the source code and I will be seeing you in the next video.